Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Hello, everybody. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Is everything crystal clear to you guys? Please should let me know. No issues? Okay, that's great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. So, many of you were on a leave yesterday due to the cricket match itself, and we were also having a lot of issues and a lot of distractions at my end as well due to the match. So, did you guys enjoy yesterday's match till the end? Do let me know. So I recently went to Goa. I bought like three or four these type of shirts. So right now I'm in the Goa vibes itself. Still. Hmm. Yeah. So India boys played well. Okay. The match was also awesome. Okay, that's good. That's amazing, guys. Okay, so you guys had a great time in like watching yesterday's match itself. Although the match got extended, like I initially thought that it would be a simple match for India and they will easily win. The score was also low, and we started the starting portion for India's cricket team. The batting was not that great, so we were also sitting on the couches, and I had a watch party thrown yesterday. My friends also came from different companies, and we were watching the match together. So yeah, we also had a lot of time itself on our hands to watch it. Okay, but yeah, we really enjoyed, and I think so that was a good refresher for you guys as well. India Pakistan match, almost like a lot of people watch it at any point of time itself. But yeah, so you guys had an amazing time yesterday, and we had a small break as well. So we could start with our today's class from today, and we can focus very well on what we are learning. Mind has also become a bit refreshed, and grasping things would also be easier for us as well. Okay. Okay. Um, so that is for yesterday. Okay, so can you? So yesterday, many of you might be late in today's class as well, or else like those who were not there in our previous class. I will just recap what have we covered yesterday. So we started out with learning HTML. We haven't learned a lot. We just started out with it. Today we are going to continue with HTML, and we will try to finish HTML today, and if time permits us, we will try to start with CSS as well. So that is our aim, that to finish off with HTML today, that is something that we have to do it, and to start out with CSS as much as possible, so that from tomorrow onwards we'll finish off with CSS and start with React.js. So that is what I have thought about it. Sir, it's very difficult to use Sandbox and phone. Yes, Shubham, the screen is a bit smaller in your phones itself. I think so that is the reason why it would be a bit difficult, a tad bit difficult to use Sandbox in your phone. Coding in your phone itself is usually something that I avoid. But yeah, we don't have any other choice. If you don't have a laptop, then the second best option is to go with your phone itself. Okay. Um, Okay. Yesterday we got the appreciation certificate. That's great, Abhijit. To learn. Okay. Okay, we'll wait for one more minute so that if somebody is late in our class, he or she is able to join us as soon as possible. I will just. So, did you guys got the information that today's bootcamp will be at 7 o'clock on your WhatsApp groups in like the past 10 to 15 minutes? Did you get any kind of information about today's class today itself? Can you guys let me know inside of your WhatsApp groups? So we have a lot of WhatsApp groups that are there, that are for DevTown bootcamps itself. So okay, so you guys have got the confirmation today. Okay, that's great. I just wanted to check that the information has been passed out to the students or not. Okay. Yeah, we got a late message today. No issues. I will try to make sure that the team is able to send the messages on time itself. Okay. And yeah, so today's class, I'm planning the class to be of 1.5 hours at least, so that we are able to cover as much as possible. And then we'll move on from right over there. Will that be fine with you guys? Please do let me know, guys. Um, Will it be fine for you guys? Please do let me know. For those who are not present on any WhatsApp groups, you guys can definitely join the Telegram channel, or you can join the Discord channel as well. Right now, I think so. In our Discord channel, we have crossed 30,000 people. I'm not very sure of it. Like, it has been some time since I've taken up updates from my team related to the social media and everything. I usually don't get enough time to be able to do that. So let me just check. So let me get the Discord link from here. Copy link address. I'll open it up inside of here. So let's check if we have crossed the same. Go to the site. Okay, so we still have 90 members left to cross 30,000 members on our Discord channel. But yeah, surely we will be able to do that in the next few days itself. Okay, so let's continue with today's class, guys. We will not be wasting any more time. I'll just open up Code Sandbox as well as the PPTs. The PPT will be made available for you guys on the Discord channel as soon as we have completed with HTML. Okay. So I think so that should be you guys will be able to get the PPTs on the Discord channel itself as soon as we have completed HTML and CSS. That is tomorrow. I think so you will be able to get the PPTs as well. Will that be fine, guys? Please do let me know. Is there any problem with my voice? Should I speak a bit louder? If that's the case, I will speak a bit louder as well. Please do let me know. If you guys are not able to hear me properly, then I will start speaking a bit louder. Because when I speak a bit louder, I usually start coughing, because still my throat is not that great up till now. Okay, so let's continue from right over here. Yesterday we were talking about ordered and unordered lists. Do you guys remember that? Please do let me know. Yesterday we were talking about ordered and unordered list. Please do let me know, guys. Always try to be a bit more interactive with me. It feels nice that I have somebody to talk to. Otherwise, it feels like I'm just sitting in front of like 4 anime figures and just talking to them. Okay, so yeah, so we got to know about the ordered and the unordered lists that are there. Today, our aim is first of all to create an unordered list. First of all, in HTML. Okay, in our website, we want to create an unordered list. If you guys remember what an unordered list is, just to recap it, it's like bullet points. Okay, there's no order. Okay, you don't have A, B, C, D or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's a list that has no order inside of it. So it's a bullet pointed list. Okay, so let's try to code it. Okay, let's go back to our code sandbox. We'll be using the same code sandbox that we were using yesterday. So let me just open it up. Let us put it up right over here. Let's close this down. Let's remove this entire thing. We don't require it. We don't require files as well. Let's open it up on a new page. Increase the size enough so that you guys are able to see this. Let's keep up the HTML tag that we need to have inside of the. So can you guys remind me, what are the 2 tags that are present inside of the HTML tag? We have covered this yesterday as well. Can you guys let me know what are the 2 tags that we have covered in our yesterday's class that comes inside of the HTML tag? That's great, guys. Head and the body tag. So we'll have the head tag right over here, and below that we'll have the body tag. Okay, so now inside the head tag we'll have our title tag that is basically telling the name of the website. So let's name it as my first website. Okay, and inside the body tag, okay, we are going to have everything that we want to showcase on our website. So let's start with a normal paragraph tag itself. That is a small paragraph that we want to put up. Let's say that this is let's take up an H tag, okay, a heading tag instead of a paragraph tag. Okay, so we want to create an ordered list, so we'll put up an H1 tag, that is the heading tag, and this is an example of an unordered list. Okay, so let's save this, let's go back to our website, let's reload the page. As you're able to see, we have got an H1 tag on our screen that says that this is an example of an unordered list. Now inside of this page, we want to create our unordered list. Now just imagine this, okay, whenever you create a list at any point of time, so how do you create a list in your daily like life? You have a piece of paper, you take up a piece of paper, and then you jot down the items that are there on this list. So this piece of paper, you usually refer to it as the list itself. Okay, so the list is the like collection of these list item. Okay, list items. Okay, list item 1, list item 2, list item 3, list item 4. So these are the list items, these are the items that are present in your list, and the collection of these items, collection of these list items together, okay, brings up the list itself. Together brings up the list itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this concept that there are list items that are present in the list, and these list items, the collection of these list items together is called as a list itself. Now, for example, if I want to create this exact same list that I've created on a paper inside of my website, okay, so how will I like represent it? Each of these list items, okay, each of these list items are represented using li tag or the list item tag that basically specifies that this is a list item, this is an item present in the list. So for example, the first one is html, this is my first list item. The second list item that I'm having is css, so that will be my second list item itself. The third list item that I'm having right over here is javascript, so let us put it up as li. Okay, so this is your third list item that is present right over here. Okay, so these are your list items, these, and then right now you have three list items. There are three items that will together form up your unordered list. Now you need to combine these three list items together to form an unordered list. So we just need to combine them together to form an unordered list. For that, the tag that you have to use is the ul tag. Okay, for that, the tag that you have to use is the ul tag right over here. So you just need to cover this entire 3li. Okay, you just need to cover these 3li tags with a unordered list tag or a ul tag. Okay, you just need to cover, okay, you need to cover these 3li tags with a ul tag, and that will basically create a list that looks something like this. So the first one would be html, the second one would be css, and the third one would be your javascript. Okay, so let's try to put it out in coding as well. Let's go back and let's write it down in code. So right over here below the h1 tag, we want to have our ul tag. So let's create the ul tag right over here, and inside of the ul tag, okay, inside of this ul tag, we will have our li tags. Okay, we'll have our li tags. The first li tag is your html. The second li tag that you want to create is your css, and the third li tag that you want to create, that is your list item you want to create, is your javascript right over here. So you are having your ul tag that bundles together all these three li tags, like all these three list items. Okay, it bundles together all these three list items to form an unordered list. Let us look at how it looks on our website. So this is how it looks on our website as well. You are having your li, Okay, you are having your HTML, you are having your CSS and your JavaScript on your phone. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Okay, great. So the next thing that we want to see right now is your ordered list. This was an unordered list. Okay, the same thing you have to do for an ordered list as well. Yesterday we had learned about what are ordered lists. Ordered lists are where there is some order like 1, 2, 3 or A, B, C. Instead of having just bullet points, instead of having just bullet points, you are having your ordered list. Okay, so for ordered list, UL was the tag for your unordered list. Just to put these li tags inside of an ordered list, you're going to just put up an OL. Okay, instead of putting up an UL, you will be putting up as OL. Okay, so let us save this right over here. Let's go back to our website, reload the page. As you're able to see right over here, we are having 1, 2, 3 as our list numbers itself. Instead of having, are you guys able to understand the ordered list? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand the ordered list? Are you guys able to understand the ordered list, guys? Please do let me know. But now the questions arises that what if I don't want 1, 2, 3? What if I want ABC? Okay, so for doing that, what you have to do is there is like you can attach some attributes. Okay, so these tags that you are able to see, OL tag, the H1 tag, the P tag, they have some additional attributes associated with them as well. Additional properties that you can specify to change some certain properties of the tag itself. For example, for the OL tag, one of the attributes that it has is the type, type type. Okay, you can change the type. For let's say we have to put it up as capital A. If I'm changing this particular type to capital A, if I'm going back to my website, reloading the page, instead of getting 1, 2, 3, I'm getting ABC. Okay, maybe if I don't want ABCD in capital, I want ABC in small, I can change this type to small a. Okay, so OL type is equals to small a. Okay, so let's save this, go back to our website, reload the page. As you are able to see, we are having small ABC as our indexing. Okay, I can change this to, let's say, Roman numerals. Let's change this to I. Okay, if I'm changing this to I, my numbers will be changed to Roman numerals, as you are able to see. If you want to change it to small Roman numerals, I can put it up as small I, and that will change it to small Roman numerals itself. Okay, so as you are able to see right over here, we are having, you can change some properties associated with a particular tag using these attributes. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Now the next thing is, maybe I don't want it to start from like 1 or 2 or 1. Okay, I wanted to start from, let's say, 5. I wanted to start the counting of the list from the number 5 itself. Okay, so to be able to do that, what we are going to do is we are going to put up another attribute. Okay, we are going to specify another attribute, that is the start attribute. I want it to start counting from, let's say, 4. Okay, I want it to start counting from, let's say, 5. Okay, so we have put up the, now right now it was counting, as you're able to see, it was counting from 1, 2 and 3. I wanted to start counting from 5, so I put up another attribute right over here, that is start is equals to 5. Okay, so let's save this. Let's go back to our website, reload the page. As you're able to see, now your list is starting its count from 5, and also as we have specified that the type is a small Roman numeral, so it is counting from 5 in Roman numerals itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Great. Now I'm giving you guys an homework as well. Okay, so this is an assignment for you guys. I won't be telling you the answer to that question right now. I've explored some of the attributes associated with the OL tag. Okay, that is the ordered list. I want you guys to find out how can I change. So normally when you are using the UL tag, if you guys remember, you are getting a bullet point. Okay, how can I change this particular bullet point to some other shape? Okay, no, I don't want a bullet point. I want a ring. Let's say I want a ring like structure itself. Instead of having a fixed disk like structure, I want a ring. Okay, so how can I do that? Which attribute of the UL tag will I have to use to update the this ring that is a sorry, this disk that is a filled disk to a ring? Okay, can you so this is an assignment for you guys. Now, do not tell me the answer right now. Okay, I want you guys to go back home, read a bit about the attributes associated with the UL tag and the OL tag. See, knowledge isn't something that you can only get from attending a boot camp. Okay, you have to put in some efforts from your own side. So that is the reason why I'm giving you very small assignments, so that just doing that, you will be able to read a bit more about it as well. Okay, so please try to do it. Okay, will that be fine, guys? Please do let me know. Will that be fine, guys? Please do let me know, guys. Will it be fine, guys? Please do let me know. Okay, please remember to do this assignment. Tomorrow I will be asking you guys. Okay, okay, thank you so much, guys. Okay, so let us look at something right now. The current code that we have written. Okay, the current code that we have written. Let's go back to the code first of all. Let's zoom out a bit so that you guys are able to see the code right now. So this is the code that we have written. This code itself can be represented using a tree like structure as well. There's some a hierarchy that you are able to see. For example, the UL tag contains 3 list item tags, as you are able to see. The body tag contains the H1 tag and the UL tag. The head tag contains the title tag. The HTML tag contains everything inside of it. So this exact same thing can also be represented in a tree like structure. So let's try to imagine that at the top we will be having your HTML. Okay, so the HTML is at the top. Inside of the HTML tag, what are the 2 tags that are present, guys? Are you guys able to see this? The 2 tags that are present inside the HTML tag is the head and the body tag. Okay, so let's put up right over here. Inside of the HTML tag, you are having your head and the body tag that are present. Okay, now inside the head tag you are having your title tag. Okay, you're having your title tag that is present inside the head tag, and then some content inside of it. Similar to that, inside of the body tag you are having your H1 tag, as well as you are having your UL tag that is present. Inside the H1 tag you are again having some content, and inside the UL tag you are having 3 LI tags that are there. So you are having 3 LI tags that are there, LI, LI and LI tags, and inside each of them you are having some content inside of it. Okay, again you are having some content inside each of these 3 LI tags. Okay, so this is the current hierarchy. As you are able to see, you are able to represent your entire website, that the entire code that you had written right over here, as a tree like structure itself that keeps in mind the hierarchy of the entire thing. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So now looking at this particular tree like structure, you will be able to see some relationships. Now this is very similar to, like, in your childhood you must have made family trees. For example, your mom and dad, and then you are having your siblings and all those kind of, like, the entire family tree that you used to draw. So it looks very similar to it. Now the same fact, okay, the same relationships can also be formed when it is seen in comparison to this tree like structure, that is parents, children and sibling. These are the 3 relationships that you see in a family tree that can also be carried to this particular HTML tree as well. That is parents, children and siblings. Let's try to understand that. Okay, so we are having our parents. So parents are, for example, HTML is the parent of the body and the head tag. Okay, HTML is the parent of the head and the body tag. So HTML is the parent. Okay, whereas your HTML tag is the head and the body tag are the children of the HTML tag. Okay, head and the body tag are the children, children of the HTML tag. Okay, as well as you are having your siblings. That is, siblings are those particular tags that have an immediate common parent. Okay, what I have said is an immediate common parent. So HTML is the common parent, immediate common parent of both head and the body tag. Hence head and the body tag are both siblings to each other. Okay, siblings to each other. So now this relationship, so for example, title and h1, okay, title and h1 are not siblings. Title and h1 are not siblings to each other because they don't have an immediate common parent. The immediate parent of title is head, the immediate parent of h1 is body, so they don't have an immediate common parent. Hence title and h1 tags are not siblings. There are just three relationships that are there: parent, children and siblings. Okay, siblings means brothers and sisters, like siblings, like blood relations. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand parent, children and siblings in case of HTML? Can you guys let me know, guys? Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, if you guys have understood it, can you guys let me know what is the parent of the UL tag, guys? Can you guys let me know what is the parent, what is the sibling and what is the children of the UL tag? Can you guys let me know parent, sibling and children, guys, of the UL tag? Can you guys let me know? Body is the parent of the UL tag. That's great, guys. Next, what is the sibling, guys? Sibling of the UL tag. Sibling of the UL tag, guys. Yes, parent of the UL tag is body. Okay, sibling is the h1 tag. That's great, guys. Sibling is the h1 tag and the children are the UL tag. Okay, sorry, li tag. I'm so sorry, the children are the li tag. Okay, that's great. So you have understood this concept as well. So we will be coming back to this concept when we will be dealing with React. Okay, this is what basically we'll be trying to understand the DOM technology, the DOM tree and all that from this. Okay, when we'll be coming back to this entire topic when we'll be dealing with React. So please be ready for that as well. Okay, so let's continue from right over here. Let's go back to our PPT and let's see what is the next thing. Okay, so making a hyperlink in HTML. Now, right now, what we want to see is how to create a link. So you must have used links at any point of time. For example, whenever you go to, you were doing your school project and you needed to write an essay or something like that, you must have visited wikipedia.com. In wikipedia.com, there are some highlighted words that are there. And when you click on those words, it takes you to a new Wikipedia page. Now, these are called as hyperlinks or in general links as well. So that is the same thing that we want to create right over here. We want to create a word that is of a different color, and when we click on it, it should take us to a new website. Okay, so that is called as a hyperlink. Okay, let's try to create that. To create a hyperlink, it's pretty simple. We'll just remove the UL. Let's keep the UL tag. We'll put it up right over here. Let's increase the size of the text so that you guys are able to see. Now, to create a hyperlink, you use the anchor tag or the A tag. Okay, the full form is anchor. You use, and the short form is A. Okay, so you create an A tag right over here. Now, A tag has an attribute that you have to specify. Okay, that is the link to the website that you want to, this particular hyperlink to go to. Okay, for example, I wanted to go to youtube.com, I want to go to like google.com or something like that. So whatever website that you want to go to, that link, that link itself, that reference to that link needs to be put up right over here. That is, the URL needs to be put up inside this particular attribute, that is href. Okay, so let's try to do that. Let's I will take it to google.com. Let's take up google.com right over here. We'll copy the entire URL from right over here itself, come back, and we'll paste the URL inside of the href. So as you're able to see, you're having your anchor tag, then the href that contains your link to the website that you want to go to. And then in between the anchor tags, you have to specify the word that you want to show, like the word that needs to be highlighted. So you need to put up that word right over here. Let's say we will put up Google. Okay, we'll put up Google right over here. So we are having your reference, then the link, and then Google, that is the text that you want it to be highlighted. Okay, and let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. As you're able to see, we are able to get Google on our website, and if I'm clicking on this particular link, it takes me to the Google's website. As simple as that. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Yes, href basically means the destination of the link where you want to go exactly. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Okay, so let's look at the next particular thing that we need to cover. Okay, so usually how do like all the front-end engineers work? Let's first talk about it. So basically there are two positions that are there. So there are engineers and then there are designers. Now engineers are tasked with building the website. Okay, so coding up the entire website, then like linking it up to the backend, building the entire backend, the logic and everything. So that is the job for the engineers itself. That is the job that we have to do. Okay, but we are not good in like designing stuff. You are able to look at my t-shirt and you are able to easily figure out that I'm shit at picking up good colors or like good designs at the end of the day. So that is true with almost 99.99% of the like developers. We are great at coding, we are very shitty at designing. So for that purpose, for just designing, there are other people in the like firm itself. These are called as the UI UX designers. Early on, both the positions were separate. There were UI people and UX people separately. Right now, it's called as a same position, that is the UI UX designers itself. These guys are tasked with designing the websites. They don't know about anything about coding. Okay, these guys are basically painters. They use softwares like Adobe XD or Figma or Sketch to design websites. Now, what do I mean by designing a website? Okay, designing a website means just like you use Paint, okay, Microsoft Paint, to be able to draw some stuff up. So they basically create a drawing of the website, that how it is supposed to look like. These are not actual functioning websites. There's no code involved behind it. These are just images of how the website should look like. Okay, so let's see some examples. So again, for us, like, we are not good at designing, so I also usually take inspirations from other designs. One of the best places to look for inspiration, according to me, you can find other sources as well, is dribble.com. okay, dribble, dribble.com. There are 3 B's inside of it. Every time I'm making that spelling mistake, but I'm just reminding you guys that there are 3 B's inside of Dribble. Okay, so this is Dribble's website. As you are able to see right over here, thousands of different UI UX designers from across the globe put their design ideas for apps, for websites, for watch apps, for tvOS apps, like every kind of stuff that you can imagine. They design it and put it up right over here. You, of course, if you want to use it for a professional place, for example, if you want to create your own startup and you are designing your landing page and you're taking inspiration from there, in that case case you will have to like talk to them, but for just making up a project to put up on your resumes, you can like use their resources at any point of time. So for example, let's see this. This is an SMS concept, like as you're able to see, it looks like a real website. Okay, it looks like just like a real website, but it's just an image. It's just an image. Now once these images are made, they are then sent off to the web developers, and they have to figure everything out. Okay, so how we are going to make this animation into our website, how is this going to like fit into our code or something like that. That is the task that we are assigned with. Okay, that is our job. But like I said, you guys can definitely go and explore Dribble. It's an amazing website. You guys might find some interesting ideas to start your own startups, and that would be amazing to see as well. But yeah, you can definitely go ahead and explore this at the end of the day. The second thing that I wanted you guys to like, so for example, the current website of DevTown, let us see that. So devtown.in. So this is our website. This is what we created using like React and backend technologies itself. So we designed it inside of Mern stack. Okay, so as you're able to see, this website is entirely coded. Okay, we have coded this up. But before coding any website up, there's a lot of design processes that go on. So let me share that with you guys as well, so that you guys are also able to understand like how much effort it goes behind like creating a website. Okay, so for example, let me show you the design concepts for the current website. Okay, so this is one of the websites in a new tab. So as you're able to see, so this is the DevTown bytes that we had created right over here. So there's a lot of information that goes about inside of DevTown bytes. You can definitely explore that as well. But yeah, so to be able to create that first, the entire website, we first go through these design processes. Okay, we go through these design processes. We design the entire website from scratch inside. We use Figma. You guys can explore other platforms as well. If you have a MacBook, you can go with Sketch. Adobe XD is also great, but Figma is something that we like because of the it's cheaper to use at the end of the day. Okay, so you can definitely like go ahead and go through like these platforms as well, learn a bit of designing. Okay, I will definitely suggest that for you guys. You should be able to understand how to use Figma. I'm not saying that you should know how to design a website, but if a designer has passed you the files, you should know how to use them, okay, at the end of the day. Okay, so we have a lot of different projects that we are currently working on right now. We are also working on a data structures and algorithms platform for you guys that I think so will be live by the end of this year. We have completed with the design process for the entire website. As you are able to see, we are currently in the process of making the website as well. So this will be free for you guys. You will be able to learn data structures and algorithms, competitive programming in both C++ and Java on this website with practice. So we have made sure that you guys will be able to practice as well. We want to make sure that you guys are able to get the best of the entire platform. So let me see. So this is how the entire platform will be like. You will be having videos that you will be learning data structures and algorithms of. There will be some kind of questions as well that will be there. So questions, and then you have to code them properly, so it will pass the test cases or not, and all those kind of stuff. And there will be some MCQs as well that they will be there, so that you are able to increase your knowledge as well. So we are trying to make sure that you guys are able to get everything. It will take some time because we are a very small team, so, and we have our jobs as well, so we get very less time, like a 1 hour 2 hours maximum we are able to code in a day. But we are trying our best to meet up with the deadline. So let's see how that goes on. But yeah, like I said, so if we directly start coding out any website, okay, there's a lot of changes that go on. Maybe the color is not looking good, maybe this button should not be here or something like that. So while coding anything, it takes a lot of time to code it. If you want to change something while coding, it becomes a huge hassle. Okay, and developers are very costly. Developers aren't cheap. We are one of the highest paid freshers in the entire industry. So when I came out of my college, my starting salary was 1.5 to 2 lakhs per month. So you are easily able to understand no company wants to waste its resources in taking up our time. So that is the reason why the design process is given a lot of importance in the start. First finalizing the design and then only moving further with a developer at the end. Okay, so please keep in mind that designing is a very important factor at the end of the day, so please do not forget about it. Okay, nevertheless, let's continue from right over there. Where were we? So the same thing we'll be looking at right now. So I have given a small designing job right over here. Okay, we will be designing, so we have designed this. Okay, this is something that has come from our designer itself. Right now, we will be coding this. Okay, we'll be taking the inspiration from this design and we'll be coding it. As you are able to see, this is just an image. Okay, this is just an image, this is not a code. We will be coding it right now. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. I'm sorry I was not able to see the live chat up till now. Just go through it once. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, I'm not promoting anything because like the platform isn't ready right now, so there's no point in promotion. As well as the platform will be made available next year, so it will be made available only for the first year students, not for you guys, because we need some testing people as well. So I don't think so that was promotion itself. It was a humble brag that we are doing something for you guys, and if you want to appreciate it, it's great. If you don't want to appreciate it, that's also great. Okay. Okay, no issues in that. Let's continue from right over here. So let's start coding it up. Okay, the first thing that we are able to see is the big bold list of highest paid jobs in 2021. So that is big and bold. Of course, it's an H1 tag, so we will be putting up right over here. Okay, so list of highest paid jobs in 2021. So let's put it up right over here itself. We'll decrease the size a bit so that we are able to get to do this. So right over here we have a list of paid jobs in 2021. Let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page, and we are able to get list of highest paid jobs in 2021. Okay, right over here. The next thing that we are able to see is by Shaurasana. As you are able to see, this is almost half the size of the H1 tag. Okay, if you are able to see this, the by Shaurasana is almost half the size of the H1 tag. So we'll take it up as a random as H3. If we don't like it, we'll change it, but first of all we'll take up H3 right now. So let's go back. I already know that it's an H3, so like but still it's half the size of the H1, so we're taking up it as H3 itself. By Shaurya Sinha. Let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. Are you guys able to see any kind of like change like in this particular line by Shaurya Sinha related to the image and the thing that we have created right over here? Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Like, is there any like difference between the by Shaurya Sinha right over here on our website and by Shaurya Sinha on our image? It's the italics. So we need to put up only Shaurya Sinha into italics. Okay, we need to put only Shaurya Sinha into italics. So to be able to do that, we'll just put up an I tag right over here. Okay, we'll just enclose Shaurya Sinha into an I tag. Okay, that will convert it into italics itself. Let's save this. Let's go back to our website, reload the page. As you're able to see, our by Shaurya Sinha is in italics. So Shaurya Sinha has been converted to italics, the same as we are able to see right over here. The next thing that we want to see is April 22, 2021. Okay, that is a normal text paragraph tag itself. So we'll just put it up inside of a paragraph tag. Let's change the date. Let's update the date to today. I think so. That's a very ancient date that I'm having right over there. So 29th. How I have put up right over here. August 29th. 2022. Let's save this, go back to our website, reload the page. We have got the date as well. The next thing that we are having is an image. We need to insert an image into our websites. That is what we want to do. First of all, we need to find this image. To be able to do that, let's make a Google search. Okay, we'll go to Google Images and we'll be searching for MDN logo. Okay, we'll be searching for MDN logo. So let's search for MDN logo right over here, and let's try to find a blue colored logo. This is the logo that we want to use. We want to showcase this logo on our website. Okay, so we'll be doing a right click right over here. Okay, guys, please don't fight. Please focus upon the class, Puneet Sharma. If anybody is talking shit, like, let them do it. Don't waste your time. Okay, you focus upon the class itself. Right over here, we'll do a right click on the image and we'll be copying the image address. Okay, and to copy the image address, this is the copy image, save image as. You want to click on copy image address. Okay, that will copy the link to the image itself. Okay, we'll come back to our code to insert an image into our page. Okay, into our website itself, we will be using the img tag. Okay, we'll be using the img tag or the image tag itself. Now the image tag has two attributes associated with it, the src attribute and the alt attribute. These are the two attributes that are associated with our image tag, and that is what we want to understand right now. Now by the src, that is the source. Okay, where is this image? Okay, what is the source of this image itself, with the link to the image itself? That is the source of the image. Src basically means the source of the image itself. Here we'll be pasting the link that we had copied from right over there. Okay, if you guys remember, we had done a right click and on the image, we had done a right click on the image and clicked on copy image address. Once you have done that, we'll paste the link, the image address that we have copied right over here. So the source of the image, is this link to the image itself. And the next is the alt. Next attribute is, are you guys able to understand the src attribute? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand the src attribute? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand the src attribute? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, great. The next particular attribute is the alt attribute. Okay, next attribute we are having is the alt or the alternate text attribute. That is the full form, alternate text. Okay, by this basically what means, for example, there are blind people who are using your website. Now these people cannot see the website itself, so they use something that is called as a screen reader. Okay, now these screen readers, when they read through the text is very simple to read, so they read the text aloud to the blind people and they are able to understand. But images is not something that these screen readers are able to understand or like say out loud that what this image is. For that, you need to specify some short text, an alternate text for the image. For example, let's specify this as MDN logo. Okay, we'll specify this as MDN logo right over here. So the alternate text, for example, if a screen reader is coming to the image, so it is not able to understand the image, it will read through the alternate text that, okay, this particular image is of an MDN logo right over here. The second particular use case of the alternate text is that, for example, your internet is not working properly. Okay, it's pretty slow. It is not able to load up the image itself. So instead of having the image right over there, when you're hovering over it, it will show you the text that is alternate text will be shown to you. That is the MDN logo. Whatever alternate text you have put up right over there. Are you guys able to understand what is alternate text? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand alternate text? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand what is alternate text? Please do let me know, guys. is as simple as possible. Like there's no other explanation to that. I think so it would be very easy for you guys to understand it as well. Okay, so these are the two attributes that are associated with the image tag. We have specified both the attributes itself. We will be saving this right now, going back to my website, reloading the page, and as you are able to see, we have now our image on our website as well. We are able to see the image on our website as of this particular point of time. The next particular thing that is there inside of our image is that another line. This is the list of the highest paid jobs in the IT field in 2021. We will again be going back and writing it again. So we'll be having a paragraph tag right over here. So a paragraph tag, we'll be setting up a paragraph tag, and this is the list of the TECHNOLOGIA we have up till now. So I've just changed the sentence a bit, but yeah, it would look almost the same. So this is the website that we have created, and this looks like, just leaving out the text that I had to change, but this looks the very same, okay, as the normal image that had been given to us. Now, a good question to ask, I've seen somebody asking it, I think Shreya asked it, why didn't we close the image tag? Every single time whenever you are using tags, we are having an opening tag and a closing tag, but when it came to the image tag, we don't have any closing tag, we just have an opening tag itself. There's no closing tag for an image. Now these type of tags are called as self-closing tags. Why is that the case? Because you don't want to write anything in between them. You are having an opening and a closing tag. When you want to write, there is some content inside of it, there is some content inside of it, the image tag does not take in any content. There's no text that you want to put up inside the image. The image is just the image itself. So that is the reason why it is redundant to put up an closing image tag. That is the reason why image tags are called as empty tags or self-closing tags. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Okay, so the next thing that we want to see is that we are done with the basics of HTML. Now we'll be starting out with the basics of CSS. Okay. Are you guys able to understand everything up till here? First of all, let me know that. Are you guys able to SRC? It's not SCR, it's SRC, and Poonam, it stands for source. Okay. So are you guys able to understand everything up till here, guys? Please do let me know. Shritish, I will be answering your question on the day 6 itself. You don't have to repeatedly ask that. Okay, we will be discussing upon that on the day 6 itself. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, great. And you guys are still like okay with moving further and studying, am I right? Like it's not that you guys are like, oh yeah, like today we have overloaded ourselves, we'll continue from tomorrow. It's not like that. You will be able to study for the next half an hour or so, am I right? ALT, the full form is alternate text. Okay. Okay, so let's start with CSS or cascading style sheets. Okay, now CSS was basically introduced, like I said, for styling your website. CSS code looks something like this. If you have ever seen the CSS code, you will be able to see that the code will look or appear something like this at the end of the day. So each of these portions, okay, each of these pieces of code that you are able to see in the CSS file, that is usually called as a rule set. Okay, this is something that we are now talking about terminologies. These terminologies are like definitions. So just like in your science, in your like physics, chemistry, bio, you were having definitions of different words. These are definitions, these are terminologies. You need to just remember this. There's no other understanding that goes on behind it. Okay, these are just terminologies that you need to understand and use as well. Okay, so each piece of code that you are able to see inside of CSS is called as a rule set. Okay, it is called as a rule set right over here. Now inside of this rule set there are two different paths. Okay, there are two different paths inside of each of these rule sets. The first one is the selector. Okay, that is basically that selects the tag, okay, the HTML tag that you want to apply some changes to, apply some style changes to. Okay, so right over here that is called as a selector. Okay, that is called as a selector, guys. Okay, a selector is basically used to select a particular tag to which you want to apply some style changes. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. A selector is the HTML tag that you select to apply the changes to. Okay, and then this is your declaration block. The declaration block contains the code or the changes that you want to be applied to that selector. So declaration block creates contains the changes or the style changes that you want to apply to the selector. Okay, all the style changes that you want to apply to the selector, that goes inside of your declaration block. And this is how you usually write a normal piece of your CSS code. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So rule set, selector, and declaration block. These are the three important terminologies that you need to remember, okay, when dealing with CSS. Okay, these are some words that will be used whenever you are learning CSS or you are using CSS. You should be comfortable with them. Okay, the next thing that we want to understand is, let's start with the CSS code then. Okay, so we are having your index.html right over here. To be able to use CSS, what we are going to do is we are going to insert a CSS. Okay, we are going to link a CSS file. Okay, so for example, right over here you are having your, so this particular file, that is your index.html, contains your entire HTML code. Similar to that, we are going to create a new file. Okay, to create a new file right over here, you are having a button that you are able to see. You just have to click on that particular button and you have to write the name of the file. We are going to name this file as style.css. Okay, so style style.css. The name of the file is style and it has the .css extension because we are going to contain the CSS code inside of it. Okay, so right over here, as you are able to see, we are having your style.css file. All your CSS code is going to go inside of this style.css file itself. Okay, so for example, right over here, I want to put in my style, let us change. So the selector that I'm using is the h1 tag. I want to I want to apply some style changes to the h1 tag that is there on my website. And the change that I want to apply is, let's say, color. I want to change the color to red. Okay, that is the style change that I want to apply. So that is my declaration block. Okay, so you are having your first rule set that you have created. You have selected the h1 tag and the condition that you have applied, the style change that you have applied right over here is your color. You have changed it to red. Okay, but when I'm going to my website, I've saved this. I've saved both the files itself. When I'm going to my website, the h1 tag is still black. The h1 tag is still black. Why is that the case? Can you guys let me know? Can you guys think about something that why is that the case, that even though I've written the right code, the code has no issues in that, why has my h1 tag not changed into red color? Can you guys let me know? Think about something. Just think about something. Exactly. So when a web browser is rendering a website, it is only able to render the HTML page. Okay, so when you go to your HTML page, that is your index.html page, are you guys able to see any CSS or any mention of any other file, okay, that is there related to CSS on this particular page? No, we are not able to see it. Only your CSS file gets rendered. So you need to link your only your HTML file gets rendered. So you need to link your CSS file to this HTML file so that you are able to use it. For that, inside of it, now again, CSS is style. So your data is just your text. Okay, that is your HTML, that is your data. So you need to apply some styles to it. Okay, so that is metadata. Okay, that is some more information about the data. So even CSS is treated as a metadata itself. We have discussed about metadata on the day 2, I guess, if I'm not wrong, or day 3, but we have discussed about metadata as well. So right over here, what we want to do is we want to link, okay, we want to link the CSS file, okay, that is style.css to our current file, that is our index.html, and this is the code for it as well. As you're able to see, you are having link, you want to link the relationship between the two files, that is the relationship between the index.html and style.css. So style.css is basically the style sheet for our index.html file. Okay, it is the style sheet, so that is the relationship between the two files. The href, that is the reference to the file, that is your index.css. okay, the index.css file, style.css file itself. Are you guys able to understand this link code? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this link code? Please do let me know, guys. So once we have connected this, we can go back to our website, reload the page. Okay, and as you're able to see, our h1 tag has become red in color. Our h1 tag has become red in color. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. REL, or relationship. What is the relationship between the two files? That is, what is the relationship between the style.css and index.html? The relationship is that style.css is the style sheet. Okay, it is called as cascading style sheets. So it is the style sheet for our index.html file. Okay. So for different types of files that you're attaching, there will be different kinds of relationships that you can have, but this is your style.css, that is your CSS file. So we put up style sheet right over here. Okay, style sheet is the name of the relationship between, so this full form of CSS is cascading style sheets. So it is the style sheet, like it contains the entire styling for our website. Okay, at the end of the day. Okay. Okay, so let's move on from right over there. So that is also something that we have covered up. The next thing that we want to see, let's see this, is we need to understand about class and IDs. Okay, we need to understand about class and IDs right over here. Okay, so let's go back to our drawing board to be able to understand what are classes and IDs. Now this is a very important topic, guys. Please pay a lot of attention. If you guys are able to understand this completely, I will give you a holiday. Okay, so please try to understand this very carefully. Classes and IDs are extremely important to understand. Okay, so let's get started right over here. Now most of you are from, like, you must have attended school, like school days itself, and during your school days you must have seen or heard about these annual functions that was organized by these schools. Are you guys familiar with these annual functions that you had? Please do let me know. Did you guys participate in these annual functions that were there in your school days? Okay, so let's consider that we are all in a school itself. Okay, let's create a school. So this is our school, and in school there are many number of students, and these students are divided into classes itself. So let's say this is the first class. Okay, this is the second class. Let us put them in different colors itself. And this is the third class. So there are 3 classes in the school. Let's name each of these classes as well. So let's say that this class is 7a, this is 7b, and this is 7c. Now each of these classes will have some students. Okay, let's say that each of these classes have 4 students inside of it. Okay, so the first class contains 4 students. The second class, that is the green color class, contains 4 students right over here. The third class also contains 4 students right over here as well. So these are the 3 classes that we are having right now. Now each of these 4 students have a common class. Okay, so all these 4 students have a class of 7a, all these 4 students have a class of 7b, all these 4 students have a class of 7c right over here, and each of these students also have an id associated with them, that is a unique roll number. Okay, for example, this has a roll number of 1, this has a roll number of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So as you're able to see from right over here, students in the same class, okay, have a common class. Okay, so many students can have the same class itself, but no 2 students can have the same roll number. Okay, no 2 students can have the same roll number. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Many students can have the same class, but no 2 students can have the same roll number. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. Now during the entire your function, that is your annual day itself, these students are basically told that okay, 7a will be dancing to like the song, let's say which song will they be dancing to? Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Okay, so class 7a will be dancing to Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Class 7b will be dancing to, let's say, Lean On. Okay, class 7c will be dancing to, let's say, Fairy Tale. Okay, so they have been assigned some random songs, okay, that you have to dance on this particular thing. Class 7a has been given a property that all the students in class 7a will be wearing red color dresses. Okay, all the students in class b will be wearing green color dresses. All the students in class 7c will be wearing blue color dresses. So when I'm saying all these kind of stuff, that okay, 7a will be red in color, 7b will be green in color, 7c will be blue in color. So the students, okay, that is students who have the class of 7a will get a property assigned, that is red in color, that they need to be red in color while they are dancing. Okay, because it's an annual day, for fucking shake, like they always dance in an annual day itself. So yeah, they will be dancing in the annual day on these songs. So that is something. So when I assign a particular property to a particular class, all the students, all the elements present in that particular class will also get assigned the same property. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, the next thing is that let's say the principal is there, the principal of this particular school. Let us draw him. So this is the principal. Okay, so he's the principal and he has a favorite student who that is roll number 6. His favorite student is roll number 6. He's like, I want him to shine brightly while he's dancing. So he says that okay, roll number 6 student will be wearing golden color dresses. Okay, now there is a conflict that is there right over here. 6 is the ID of this particular student. 6 is the ID of this particular student. The principal has put up a condition. Okay, principal have put up a property that is the ID of 6, the student having the ID of 6 will be wearing golden color dresses, but that student is also in the class 7b. Okay, that student is also in the class 7b itself. That also has a property that the student of class 7b should be wearing green color dresses. Now what should that particular student do? Will he be wearing a green color dress or will he be wearing a golden color dress? How to find that? We need to focus upon this particular fact that IDs are unique. If somebody is pulling you out of a crowd, even though others are doing something in your class, if somebody is pulling you out of the class, he or she is targeting you in like in specific, not in general. So that property will be assigned to the roll number 6. So roll number 6 will have golden color. Okay, roll number 6 will be golden in color. Instead of it being like green in color, roll number 6 will be golden in color, because IDs in hierarchy, IDs have a lot more preference given to it rather than classes. Okay, the same thing goes on with websites as well. Websites have a lot of different elements. You can think of these elements as students. These elements can be assigned, like can be grouped together into a particular class, or can be assigned a unique ID as well. Once an ID has been assigned, once an element has a particular ID, no other element on the entire website can have that ID, just like roll numbers itself. No two students can have the same ID. Similar to that, no two elements on the website can have the same ID as well. Whereas two elements on the website can have the same class. Of course, if a particular element has a same class as well as an ID, and if there is some conflicting properties inside of it, then the ID will be given a preference over the class. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand the concept of IDs and classes? Please do let me know. So I will not be repeating it because I think that the thing was perfect. Okay, there's no need to repeat it. If you have not heard me correctly, if you're paying attention either, then in that case, rewind the video and watch it again. Because I know that if you have listened to me carefully, you will be able to understand it. Okay. Or else you have very poor like skill set for combining stuff together. Okay, because the whatever I've said, like just replace the students with elements on a website, that's it. Like you are able to understand like the entire concept of classes and IDs. Okay, so you need to make sure that you are able to do that. Okay, so let's move on from right over here. Now, when you assign a class or an ID to a particular element on the website, let's do that. Let's say that we are having these 3 list items. So let's put up a class. Okay, right over here. Okay, so let's put up a class of, let's say, first, and let's put up a ID of, let's say, a class again of second, first itself, and we'll again put up a class of first. So let me just copy paste this. I don't want to type it again. So the 3 li tags, the 3 li tags that you are able to see right over here, we have put up a class of first. Okay, we have put up a class of first right over here. Okay, Ashish Kumar Jha, that's great that you have heard for the very first time, but if I'm continuously repeating myself, I will not be able to proceed further with the class. Okay, and then you guys will be telling me that the class isn't over or it's spreading for a very long period of time, and I don't want that. So I think so I made myself very clear with the example. If you are still not able to understand it, we are looking at a practical example right over here, because I understand that many of the people don't have a creative imagination to be able to like take the imagination up and relate it to something. That is the reason why I'm continuing with the class itself with a practical example. Those who are not able to understand there will be able to understand here. So just repeating something that you are not able to understand for the first time, you will not be able to understand for the second time as well. That is the reason why I'm taking up a different approach to make you guys understand. If you're still not able to understand, then you're fucking dumb. Nobody can help you guys out. Okay, so understand this. Like I said, we have heard about a creative example. You were not able to understand it right over there. Listen to me carefully right now. This is a practical example in code. Now understand this right now. Okay, so, and yeah, I like to roast people who irritate me a bit. I like that. I enjoy doing it, and some kids also like it. If you are not happy with it that I roasted you, my YouTube, my choice. Okay, so let's continue right over here. We are having 3 classes that one class that we have assigned to 3 different list items, that is the class first. Okay, and for this particular class we'll be specifying a ID as well. Okay, so I want to put up like emotional damage. So ID right over here, we'll be specifying an ID, and we'll be naming this ID as, let's say, Second, SEC. Okay, let's put it up as SEC itself. Okay, so we are having classes. Okay, so right now we are having three elements, three students, as you're able to see, and each of them are having the class as first, and one of them is having an ID as SEC right over here. Now please remember this, you can have multiple items, okay, multiple elements that have the same class, but no two elements can have the same ID. So if even if I want to assign an ID to this, I cannot assign the ID as SEC, I will have to assign it as something else. Okay, so let's say that we want to assign it as ID of tree. Okay, so you just cannot use SEC again. Okay, you can only use something else. You cannot have two elements with the same ID. Okay, you always have to use a different ID itself. Please remember this. Okay, so we'll just remove this from right now. We don't require it. Just to understand this, we are having your classes and your IDs. Let us now try to use them. Okay, let us now try to use them itself. Let's go back to style.css and let's continue from right over here. Now we want to select the class first. Okay, we want to select the class that is first. Okay, to right now we were using like the h1 tag or the li tag if you wanted to use a selector. This time we want to select the class that has the name of first. Okay, to be able to do that, as you are able to see from the ppt, the selector needs to put up a dot before the name to specify that this is a class. Okay, to select a class, okay, to select the selector as a class itself, you have to put up a dot in front of the name that basically defines that, okay, you are trying to select a class itself. Right over here, that is your dot first first. Okay, that is your class as first, that is your selector, and you want to change the color. Let's change the color to let's say for all the classes we'll change the color to green. Okay, let's change the color to green right over here. So as you're able to see, if I'm going to our website itself, okay, reloading the website, you will be able to see that all the three classes, okay, all the three classes that were there, your first, all the three li elements that had the class of first have been converted to green in color. So all the students present in the same class are now having the same property associated with them. But what if I want to change the ID? Okay, the one of the classes, one of the li list items have a ID as well. Okay, so let's change the ID as well. Let's go back to style.css, and the ID, to select an ID you use a hash. Okay, to select an ID as a selector you use a hash, as you are able to see. So to select the ID SEC, we have an hash that is there, and then you want to select the color. You want to change the color to, let's say, red. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. And as you're able to see, only the tag, okay, although the second list item had the class of first as well as the ID of SEC, the properties that were applied to it was only of the ID itself and not of the class. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand IDs and classes right now? Because right now we have looked at both the things. I forgot the name of the person that I roasted. Like, are you able to understand it right now? Does anybody remember his name? Like, I forgot the name itself. Like, it's important that he has understood it or not, because at the end of the day, that was very important. Okay, so it's by Ashish. Ashish, have you understood this? Please do let me know, guys. Ashish or Ashish Kumar, have you understood this? Okay, I'm not able to see Ashish. I think so. He left the class itself. No issues in that. See, like I said, always be patient with me. Okay, I know, like, if I'm teaching you something once, there are some people who will not be able to understand it. That is the reason why I teach it again in a separate manner. Okay, if I'm just repeating myself, you won't be able to understand it for the second time as well. That is the reason why I usually take up a second approach to try to make you guys understand. Okay, so always be cool. Okay, be patient with me. You will get your answer. If you have not understood it, just let me know that, okay, I have not understood it, but never tell me to repeat myself, because I never do that. I will try to make you guys understand in a separate way. Okay, I will try to make you guys, like, give some more examples to make you guys understand, but I will never repeat myself, because that is a fool's errand. Okay, so at any point of time you are not able to understand something, let me know. Okay. Okay, so let's continue from right over there itself. Yeah, CSS is case sensitive. That's absolutely clever. CSS is case sensitive, Yashwant. So we can change the color in HTML only, right? Then why CSS? That's a good question. See, there's something called as inline CSS. There's something called as external CSS, internal CSS. These are the three things that exist related to CSS. If you guys want to see that, I will show you guys right now as well. Why we don't use that? Okay, so whenever you cook something, okay, no, you can store salt and sugar. You can store salt and sugar in the same container. You just mix salt and sugar, and whenever you want to use it, sit and separate the salt from the sugar itself. Salt is a bigger crystal, sugar is the smaller crystal, so you can separate it as well. Okay, understandable. But you don't do that. Why is that the case? Because that is not well organized. Okay, it is not well organized. Okay, whenever you are writing your CSS files itself, when you're creating a bigger website, you will usually have like 2 to 3 CSS files that will be there for your entire website, whereas you will be having hundreds and thousands of different HTML pages. If you're dealing with just HTML itself, when you're going with React, then that's totally different. You'll have thousands of components that will be there, with each of them having like separate CSS files itself. But still, like right now, for your understanding, you need to understand that you are trying to make everything organized. Okay, just like you could put up the head, you don't require the head tag. Okay, if you are removing the head tag as well, you're putting up the metadata anywhere inside your entire HTML file, it's fine, it will still work. But why do we not do that? Because if you want to find the like a metadata for your website, you know that you just have to look inside the HTML head tag. If you just want to find the CSS, that the styling of a particular website, you can directly go to the CSS file. You don't have to scroll through tens and thousands of lines of CSS and HTML code mixed together. Okay, it's not like organized at the end of the day. So you try to make sure that your code is as legible and understandable as possible, because you will need to share it with other developers. You don't want yourself to feel as if okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, so I will show you guys the attendance link for today so that we are able to end today's class. Give me a second, guys. So metadata I've already explained to you guys yesterday as well. Am I right? Metadata I've already explained to you guys. Please let me know, guys. Being away, thank you so much. I try to make sure that I'm not roasting a lot of people, because I don't want to make enemies or something like that. But yeah, sometimes like I also get agitated and I'm like, my YouTube channel. Okay, day 4 AUG. Today is day 4, am I right? Somebody said it was day 3. That is the reason why I'm asking. Okay, so right now we are 1.6 k people. So can we take up an aim of 1.3k likes? Can you guys let me know? Can we take up 1.3k likes for today's video? Then I will be showing the attendance link for attendance QR code for today. Can we take it an aim for 1.3k likes today, guys? So I'm from Birla Institute of Technology, BITS. I'm so sorry. Yeah, sure. That is the reason why we have these bootcamp. You can definitely add the certificates as well as the project to your resume. That is the aim of these bootcamps. So how we plan these bootcamps is very simple. Most of you must have gone to Baskin Robbins at any point of time. Have you guys heard about Baskin Robbins? Please do let me know, guys. Have you guys heard about Baskin Robbins? Please do let me know, guys. So inside of Baskin Robbins, you have a lot of different like ice creams, 32 flavors of ice creams that are there inside of Baskin Robbins. And you don't go and buy like 32 flavors of ice cream and taste it one by one. And then you figure out that, okay, this is the ice cream that I will eat every single time that I'm coming here. So it's a lot of waste of money. Like each of those scoops of ice cream is like 300 bucks, so you don't want to waste your money. So but they have a very good like system in place. You can take up a teaspoon of each of those flavors, taste it, figure out which one do you like, and then you can go ahead and buy it. But the same thing for your computer science students or other science students as well. Like any person who is in engineering college or commerce, or any person who wants to get into the technical fields, they don't have this. Okay, they have no idea what is data science, they have no idea what is full stack, and learning each of these technologies takes at least 3 months at least. They cannot spend that much amount of time, like dedicated time. They don't spend that time as well, and they will not be spending that time to learn that technology, to figure out that you don't like it. Okay, so that is the reason why we conduct these boot camps. Okay, you guys can attend these boot camps, learn about these technologies, figure out whether okay you like it or not, and then move on with your life. That okay, I like full stack web development, I will continue this further on. I like data science, I will continue this further on. I like cybersecurity, I will continue this further on. That is the reason why we have these boot camps. Okay. Okay, we still are like 50 likes below the target, guys. Can we reach our target of 1.3k likes? So you look like Carrie Minati. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that I look like Carrie Minati. Okay, no issues in that. So this is the QR code for today, guys. You can go ahead and scan this QR code to get the Google form for today's attendance. Please fill it out properly. Always remember, use the same email ID to fill out the attendance forms, as well as write your name properly. Okay. The only difference between me and Carrie is that Carrie is, I think so, a bit shorter than me. I'm 6 feet, so I don't know his height, but okay. No, no, no. I'm not related to Karaminati in any way. Okay, it's just a coincidence. Okay, so we will end our bootcamp right over here, guys. Please come up to tomorrow's class on time. We'll be continuing with CSS. We'll be looking at like sizing and all this kind of stuff, pixels and percentages and all those kind of things. And then we will be starting out with React from day after tomorrow. So please be on time, guys. It will be an excellent class. Okay, and yeah, we'll have amazing time as well. Okay, thank you so much, class. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you.